NFL 24. And in the spotlight is Rashad Bateman. He rises when it matters most.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started.
And we are underway from Atlanta.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How is... One interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. From the left side, complete. That's Turner.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
2nd down and a yard. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good.
And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Watson.
That's going deep for Bateman.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons.
Rashad Bateman.
Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Moody done with the extra point.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Second and 10.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
To throw is Watson.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Again, it's Watson. He goes underneath to Freeman. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Here's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this time he is in. A great effort there. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards the pickup. 1st down, Washington. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Robinson up the middle. Brought down at the 20.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
There's no other way you can describe it, because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the end zone, Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Throwing on
first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Falcons had 14-2 heading into this final week. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Washington offense back out there. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now inside the 25. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive.
He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
So far, he's north of 100 yards receiving. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
In motion left is Higgins.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now Watson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Watson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throw right side complete to Dotson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. He's going to let this one go deep. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. So we reach halftime, and what?
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
A very solid gain of 27. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. From the red zone now, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on second is Watson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 20. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
2nd and 4. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 1. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get this down to the 40. 9 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Nifty move. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to find Higgins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Washington.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Fights through it. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
3 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Bust through the tackle. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward.
And this time he is in. Yes. Brian Robinson Jr., a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They give it to Freeman up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
To the 27-yard line.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down. Samuel throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Samuel. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Off the option, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield.
Back to throw again.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Falcons have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back onto the field now, the Commanders' offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to Robinson.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards there on a Washington first.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a...
And shedding it off now open field. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Washington.
A big play there. 51 yards.
And the... Small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Well, the Falcons back out getting set for this next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
25 yards there on the catch and run. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 46.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Red, yellow, black, ultra.
On third down, Samuel. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw on third down, Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
That will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions from that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense set to take over again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one covers 29 yards, first down. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for Atlanta, they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders, it'll be double digits in losses.